03 or contact your local SwiftBack agent. SwiftBack, send it fast.
What gets you vexed? What's burning you? Don't let it raise your pressure. Get it off your chest. Let it out. Tell us what gets you vexed. Call 485-9797.
Yeah. Okay. It is with the compliments of SwiftBack.
You think that open air taxi that just passed there, you think he's sitting there, but before they left,
Yeah.
he said, fellas,
I don't understand something.
right?
Right. Get a hustle back.
We got on thing. I know I charge you $100 each.
My wife said she
Let
wanted
me tell you how I arrived at this thing.
My wife wanted a
Van
bread.
cost me 50 grand, right? I estimate over the course of a year I carry 600 passengers. Right? My accountants say it's going to last me for 3 years.
Yeah.
Right? And don't forget, my wife said on the way home, bring some butter.
And a sandwich loaf.
And little Johnny was at school yesterday. He tore his pants. So obviously, I needed new pants for him tomorrow.
I was the only one he had.
Right? So I had to
Two tire.
I had to share that between you. 2 tire.
Had to buy 2 tire and some
It's
gas.
my wife's birthday next week.
And it cost me $40 gas for the strip.
Oh boy, that boy in Calico is something else. Anyway, let me give you this story. I thought this is an interesting one. Government to tax carnival artists.
Huh?
This is in Trinidad and Tobago now.
Boy.
The government's move to impose taxes on local artists will be addressed by the Trimbago Unified Calypsonian Organization after Carnival 2026. Wow. This commitment was given by Tuco's president, Ainsley King, during an interview with Guardian Media as the first attempt by the government to get stakeholders to pay taxes on monies earned for Carnival.
Yes.
What do you think about that, Jeannie?
If the government wants
The government get?
artists them to pay tax, then the government had to ensure that the promoters them pay the artists them what they ask for. And don't come and ball and say, oh God, that price too high.
No, but that's not how it works. That's not how tax works. Tax
when you want to collect
on
your
the
tax,
income
right?
that you make.
Right, you want to collect your tax, right? So I had to make my income.
If
I make him below my income.
But what's tax got to do with that? What's the promoter got to do with that? That's nothing. That's irrelevant. Whether you earn 10,000 or 1,000, right? You pay your share on that, right?
No.
So obviously you pay less tax on 1,000 than on 10,000.
Exactly.
Right.
So you gotta make sure I get the 10,000 to pay the tax, right?
No.
Okay.
You pay it on what you get.
Okay.
How you think that will go down in St. Vincent?
I don't know if them people gonna like that, you know.
They
Look.
will never see a dollar.
Why?
Because citizen artists don't make enough money to be taxed.
You mean they're making enough money?
So when they're taxing the artists, and like Marshall getting taxed, Bungie and
I'm pretty sure the upper echelon have their accountants.
What they're basically saying is that nobody been paying. That's what they're saying.
Technically, that's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying.
Technically, that's what they're saying.
They said, get stakeholders to pay taxes on monies earned for Carnival more than a decade ago had failed.
So that means
they've been trying this for a while now.
I mean, more than a decade we've been trying, and more than a decade we ain't collect.
Why? Tell me this. Why should artists get a pass on this?
Because they represent the country.
Exactly. And we contributing significantly to the culture. Remember now, without our music, there's no Carnival.
You can't have
If I don't sing encore and come out with my dancers.
Listen, I had to bring up my dancers, though, right? And when we had to remember, as a man just deal with inside life now. So when I come out on the stage and I bring my people, and my people come out and they start to whine and thing, and I sing like a band of the year, or I see like an encore look, that does bring people.
Is that gonna cut it?
Yeah, that Chris. I employ real people. I have dancers. I have technical staff.
Yeah.
I have seamstresses.
Right, but why
stylists?
But still,
my guru.
But still,
I had to pay my guru.
But still,
remember, you know.
But still, why should they get exempt? Let me hear from people, man. Should Carnival people be exempt from Carnival?
But who
from taxation?
Or the culture, we go first.
What do you think, Chris?
Culture. Well, seriously,
is there any reason why they should be?
Well, Joe on the WhatsApp
Because
is saying,
you're raking in the money.
What's Joe say?
Joe saying every income should be taxed. If the little man is paying tax, why not?
I'm to the big one.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But once upon a time, that same prime minister was saying that, say, Brian, this is your party,
You can do what you
You
want.
can do what you want. So what different now, Brian? You feed a monk and the man going to give you some sweet talk. She a monk. She ain't taking nothing from monk. Nothing. If they play the card right, you ain't taking nothing from monk. Morning.
Oh, well.
Hey, morning.
This tax that is being paid, right? If this was to come into thing, this tax that is being paid, would it go back into the culture? Because this is what taxes do, you understand? If I'm being taxed, I want to see an improvement in facilities, I want to see an improvement in the core branding of the culture. So would it go back to that? That's the question.
Well,
I think the tax department will say that had nothing to do with them.
you want to see Brandon, I want to see my tax.
All our taxes on vehicles just go back into the road.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What kind of question is that?
Exactly, yeah.
Morning.
Yeah,
Morning.
Carnival, I think to attract tourists and things, Joe.
Yeah.
All right, we send us to attract tourists too.
Okay, bye. I don't even by that. Hey,
That was a good one.
I say no in Kwesi taxi again because Kwesi,
You don't explain nothing.
Kwesi don't explain nothing to me.
Because
Me-
you don't tell me
You
how
don't
much
tell
for
me how much
going
I want to
there.
retire. I don't tell you how much to buy the
You
air
don't break
freshener.
it down.
You don't break it down. How much for the sandwich? Don't be buy the
How much-
sandwich.
how much
Is that-
fun
is
are
that-
the AC?
Is what that caller just said then? Is that going to be like the standard response? Sandals don't pay,
So we don't
so
pay.
why should we pay?
Yeah, wait.
That's a
But how
great
does that?
response.
Why doesn't that apply to everything then?
That's a great response.
But why doesn't that apply to every single thing then?
It should.
Shouldn't it? Right?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't because as a man does deal with the afterlife now.
What do you think, Kwesi? You think artists should pay tax? No, local artists.
It all depends on the money they're making.
Now they're making money, man.
It all depends.
Luke says whether they make $1,000 or $10,000, they should pay the tax.
No.
Same thing I said.
It all depends on the money they're making.
So, no, but why should artists be treated differently to the rest of society?
It's not that why it's not that why it,
Once you meet the threshold, then you pay, right?
if you meet the threshold you pay, but
Right.
if they don't meet it, but also remember being self-employed doesn't mean to say you might get them
Talking to the mic.
No. But the principle remains, right? Once you hit the threshold, everybody else pays tax. So why should artists be exempt?
if an artist
What makes an artist
Come, Kwesi,
different?
Come.
Yeah. Go ahead.
In the shadows.
Because he don't really want to say it.
No, it's fine. No,
His clients are artists.
We need the people to hear him.
if an artist is not making if artist only making a certain amount of money during the carnival season,
No, but we're not talking that. We're talking. That's not how tax works.
Mhm.
Tax doesn't work, because you only work for 6 months. It goes off what you make,
right?
right? So whether you make it in 1 day, whether you make it in 12 months, whether you make it in 6 months, make it in 2 weeks, whatever, it doesn't really matter. That's not how tax works. But should artists be? Is there something special about artists that should exempt them?
Define which artist you're talking about. Then.
Any artist that meets the threshold.
And let's say the threshold is $2,000. So anything above $2,000, you pay taxes.
Yeah, but if you only make a $2,000 and a one-off,
No, well, it has to be for whatever the statute is for the year. But if you happen to make it all in 3 weeks, but that's not really the point. The point is,
but
are artists exempt? Is there any reason why artists should be exempt from taxation?
once you're making the money, you should pay the tax.
Right. Okay. So there's no special thing for them.
No, once you make it,
Well, once they fall in the bracket, then that's what it is.
yeah.
What do you think, Jeannie? Is there any reason why artists should be? Because that's basically what Kamala is saying in.
I think in Trinidad it's a totally different ball game because they have an actual
Man, stop worrying about all
entertainment
that,
culture.
man. The principle:
So-
should artists pay tax? or
because the artists in Trinidad make way more money than most other artists in any other islands. Yes, they should pay the taxes.
not? But
but
only
if
in
you-
Trinidad.
Yeah, because if you bring it back to Simpson artists don't make half the money Trinidad artists.
No,
make.
but if they did,
If they did, yes, they should pay the taxes.
But she only directed that. She directed that to certain artists.
Oh yeah, you know that.
She inherited that across it, but she attacking certain artists.
Is she?
Yeah.
How you know
This company talking about it.
that? But she didn't say that.
Because there's an agenda.
She ain't say
She's
that.
trying to
She
stop
say-
Encore.
Carnival artists need to pay their taxes.
This company talking about it.
Yeah, once someone meets the threshold of the taxation system, then they should pay the taxes.
Yeah.
I don't see the problem with that.
Alright.
We can't be championing that we want new roads and new this and new that. And expect the
Everybody has to
government pull
contribute.
money. Everybody has to contribute. Yeah.
All right, back to Kwesi now. So Kwesi, we have this.
What is the protocol?
We have this lady. When somebody gets in your taxi, do you give them a breakdown?
What's the protocol?
Duty,
You
how
deck-
much duty you
You
pay?
change the deck, it costs you
Yeah.
$800.
Just buy 4 tires.
Just buy 4 tire.
When you get into my taxi, that's none of your business. When you go into point A to point B, I gave you the price.
So why did the guy from Calico say then that it should have been explained to them? You know how the
See,
cost
taxi
was
people not
worked out?
self-explanatory.
No, that's not their business.
Right, so I want to know if you're using leaded on, leaded
No,
gas.
I don't have time for that. You come into my van, you come in for the first time I tell you about.
I'm gonna give it when I next get it. I'm gonna give you a checklist.
No.
I'll put it into my calculator.
You're not funny enough, right?
Funny enough,
If I have to break down expensive,
it'd be higher.
Of
It'd
course,
be higher.
it would be higher. So if I ever tell you about how much you're paying for gas, tires, rear and tear and all that, you have to pay more. You understand what I'm saying, Chris?
You can hear, I picture a man going Kwesi tax and Kwesi saying that before we take off.
Yeah.
I
just need you to fill in this. Can you just fill in this, please?
I know. Just click off this.
This.
Them 4 tires, I just
I
buy them.
pull out my iPad.
You
And I
know,
put it in. It comes out. No, it shouldn't be $80. According to my calculation, it should be $65.
like that.
Like it's like the lady the other day, right? The lady from the UK that she said she take a water tax.
Is that reasonable?
She was lashing she asked.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
No,
We
no.
don't encourage violence.
No,
against
because at
tourists.
the end of the day, right? You take a water taxi.
That's how you talk to your tourists.
Listen to me. Look, she want more than that. You take a water taxi, right?
Right.
From
It's cushion.
yeah, come off of this boat, go on that boat.
Right.
First beginning, you're trying to run down the
The small boat.
then you're trying to run down the beaches. Look where they take we.
Right.
Right.
So the beach was
And then there's an island over there. You have to pay another $5, right? She friend correcting. She know what she don't know, right? It's $20 return. US
right.
for water taxi or a land taxi to go to the beach, right?
Right.
Some taxi drivers don't really charge it because if you have a big crowd and you go on another tour, you think, but basically it's supposed to be an additional on tour, whichever tour you do,
Okay.
right? You pay $20 return, 10 to come back on a water taxi. You know the amount of things that you're seeing on that boat going wrong to go wrong Villa Beach. You know, beautiful that is.
See the old airport.
Eh?
See the rocks at
You
the end of
get
the
a tour.
airport.
You get a tour. If you ask me, she should pay more than that. But then you find it fit now to go and say that you have been scammed, right?
20 US.
You've been scammed.
I owe 20, man.
So you don't think she's been scammed?
Scam, Luke?
Now, I like my partner.
No? She wasn't scammed?
No.
My partner in Canada put it well. Gerard Commerce man say, Tanti. Let me tell you where you really come down, Vinci, for you know. You come hoping to find some wayward little fella. So,
Nah,
so,
don't say that.
so you could throw the whole muck.
Don't say
Shit, Luke.
Don't say
Gerard, big up you!
Luke.
Don't say that.
Anybody who agree with that woman there
Mhm.
is an ass.
Hey.
I'm telling you straight up.
So you're saying that the guy in Calico is a...
Well, I know what story with guy we're talking about.
What's the guy's name?
It sounded like no. He commented.
Oh.
It sounded like I don't know the first name. I just know it by Duggan. Sounded like Duggan. I don't know the
what
first.
you were saying?
The same people don't explain.
Yeah.
They give them the breakdown of why they had to pay what they paid when they come in the taxi. Like I usually unleaded gas and the container cost me $10 and they'll get coffee.
The government
and
set a standard price, right? There's a price list.
The government would have set that price to Villa for the water taxi?
Yes,
Okay.
it's on the it's a price list.
So she's basically calling the government to scam.
yeah, it's a standard price
right.
that once you are under the guidelines with the tourism authority and you have to follow the guidelines, especially even us at the airport. We have to follow that guideline.
So if she was in your van and she's making that recording while in your van, that
Oh gosh,
taxi man scam.
nah.
Imagine.
Look,
what would happen?
Look, nah.
If she was in my van and she me call, then I stop and push her out. I'll tell you straight up.
You push her out, or you'd ask
No,
her to leave?
I'd ask her to leave my vehicle. I ain't want that nonsense.
Right.
You're gonna make me look like if I scamming you. I stop and I put you out. We have to follow the price that the government set. Some taxi drivers go below the prices, even though just to try and make to get the tourists. But at the end of the day, that's the standard price. So I shouldn't be breaking down nothing for you. You understand? When I did in New York and I stop at Uber, I call an Uber and they come to me. You think I want to hear them break down anything for me? Why they charge me that money? I just want to get to where I go and I come out.
I think I'm going to develop an app, Chris. So once you fill in all the figures,
Hey,
you can work out what it should be. You can work out what it should be.
You come in my car.
No.
Yeah, you know. Oh, when they try to tell me, I said, no. But by the way,
What are my calculations?
well, according to this here,
Chris,
this is
when he come with that app,
I come in with the app.
You know what?
I'm gonna sell it at the cruise ship terminal.
What I mean?
How to avoid being scammed in Vinci.
When he called me, because he in a taxi depot, man, I said, look, I hear what happening now. Tires cost X amount of money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we put it
Wait,
in.
hold on. You wash down, man.
No, but we
camera on.
but we're gonna put all that in and we're gonna see what figure it kicks out.
Trust
Come
me,
in, if it come in and says it's 18 US,
man, listen.
it's 18 US. It is.
Listen. People must understand. It happens from time to time. They come from overseas. They come. The dispatcher at the airport give them a price. They make a noise with the price. They always.
I think though that I think that's her kind of shtick. You know what I mean? That's what she does.
She came in looking for trouble, Luke.
Yeah, she's looking for trouble.
Yeah, she has social media.
She lucky.
What is it called? Influencer? What is it?
That's an influencer. She's just a content creator and looking for drama.
She looking for drama.
Social media.
You really saw she look?
I wrong.
Well, she have map on she head.
Well, you ain't saying nothing different from my partner, Gemma said, Tanti, never break it up in your language.
I'm telling you.
You get me? He say you're coming in the country.
$20, Luke.
You want to
I've just been scammed. $20
from that.
I wonder if the taxi took home.
No, it's a water taxi. Remember, he wouldn't know. But
right.
Then
but
again,
no.
when she was on the boat,
on the boat, she was doing it.
Because I think it was a live. I think
Yeah,
she
it was
did
a live
stream.
but then again, too, and in that case, she don't want to taxi can't push you out because
You mean I can't boy out?
wait,
I leave it on the beach, sir.
You mean I can't boy out?
we can leave she
I
on the
leave
beach.
it on the beach. Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
what we
all
have
right.
to hold on. That's what we have to deal with, on a daily basis,
Why?
That nonsense.
Yeah, actually, we have to put that in abuse. We put a cost in for abuse.
Constant, everybody constant. Okay.
I tell you.
Big up,
The compliments of Swift back.
Gemma, comments, man. Big up you.
That's what gets to be vexed.